Good evening and welcome to the #1 game show in all of ancient Rome, the Olympian Grammar Games. Today's challenge is the ablative case. Let's meet today's contestants. First off, we have the incredible Hercules. He's proved himself in battle against wild beasts like Neoman the lion. But can he prove himself a grammar pro? Our next guest comes from the island of Aea. Let's give it up for Circe. She's a skilled sorceress, especially with metamorphosis. Offend her, and you could end up like her friend there. Let's get on with the show. The game goes like this. Each question is worth 10 points. I ask the first question to Circe here. Ladies first. If she answers it correctly, not only does she receive the 10 points, but for the first question of each round, she can get an extra 5 points by giving an example of that ablative. If she gets it right, she moves on to the next question of the round. But if she gets it wrong, it goes to Hercules here, and he can gain those points that she lost. Now let's begin the games. What are the general ablative endings for the first, second, and third declension?
Well, Hera, for first declension, the ending is a long A. For second declension, the ending is a long O. And finally, for third declension, the ending is a short E.
Nice job, Circe. You got 10 points. Now, for this one, we don't have an example. So can you answer the second question? What are the general ablative endings for fourth and fifth declension nouns?
Oh, this is a tough one. I think it is, though, for fourth declension, a long U, and fifth declension is a long E.
You got it! Woo! We're moving on to the next round. Now we're starting round 2. Round 2 focuses on the ablative of means. Hercules, you get to answer our first question. How is the ablative of means used?
Well, the ablative of means is used to express the means by which an action is done.
Well done! With an extra 5 points, can you name an example?
Well, I think so. George interfecit Lydiam gladio acuta.
Well done! That translates to George kills Lydia with a sharp sword. Question 2. Does the ablative of means use a physical object or an intangible object to express the means?
It uses a physical object.
Well done, Hercules!
Thank you.
Now on to round 3. Now to round 3. It's Circe's turn this time. The first question is, how is the ablative of manner used?
Well, it is used to express the manner by which an action is done.
And can you get the bonus example?
Sure thing. Bailey, magna cum cura pugnant.
Perfect! That translates to Bailey fights with care, with great care. Excuse me. Nice job. Question 2. Does the ablative of manner use a physical object or an intangible object to express the manner by which something was done?
I believe it uses both. I don't think it matters.
No. That is not the right answer. Hercules, can you help
Yes,
her out?
I can. It actually uses an intangible object,
Oh.
since means used a physical object.
Perfect! Well done, Hercules. You get to steal on to the next question for this round. Question 3. Do you use cum in creating this ablative?
Only when the manner is being modified by an adjective, you use cum.
Very nice job.
Yes.
That wraps up round 3. Round 4. This is on the ablative of time when, and this question goes back to Hercules since he stole from Circe in the last round. The first question is, how is the ablative of time when used?
Well, it is used to express the time when an action takes place.
That's correct. Can you give me an example?
Let me think. Ian pugnat Mr. Ross eo ipso tempora.
That's correct. That translates to Ian fights Mr. Ross at that moment. Next question. When using the ablative of time when, what preposition do you use?
Do you use odd?
That's incorrect. That preposition actually doesn't even take the ablative case. It takes accusative. Circe, can you answer this?
Of course I can. You don't use a preposition with ablative of time when.
That's correct. You're awesome. Round 5 focuses on the ablative of time within which. It's Circe's turn. Question 1. How is the ablative of time within which used?
Well, it is used to express a span of time within which the action of a verb takes place.
That's perfect. Can you give me an example?
Sure I can. Caitlin Paucus Diebus Wolapit.
That's awesome. That translates to Caitlin will fly in a few days. Ha ha ha. Question number 2. Is the ablative of time which usually singular or plural?
Plural. The ablative of time when is singular.
That's correct. Notice in our last example, we said eo ipso tempora, and that was singular. And this time we used paucus diebus, which was plural. Perfect job.
Thanks, Hera.
No probs, Circe. Now we're on round 6, which is the ablative of personal agent. Next up is Hercules. Question 1. How is the ablative of personal agent used?
Well, it is used to express the person or agent by whom an action is performed.
That's correct. Example?
Ashley, Eubater, Jonathan, Interfecera, Olivia.
That is right. That translates to Ashley is ordered by Jonathan to kill Olivia. Question 2. What preposition is commonly used in the ablative of personal agent?
Ob or in its short form.
Nice job, Hercules. Question 3. What voice usually leads to the ablative of personal agent?
Passive voice.
Perfecto. On to round... Oh! Just kidding. On to our commercial break. It's delicious.
It's fresh.
It's the food of the gods.
For one day only. Snag a month's supply of
Our amazing nectar
and ambrosia.
for only 1,000 drachma.
Call now.
1-800-GOD-SWAG. That's 1-800.
God swag.
Now we are back from our commercial break. The score is currently 70 to 105. You need to step it up, Circe. Okay, but at least you get to start off round 7, which focuses on the ablative case of accompaniment. Question 1. How is the ablative of accompaniment used?
It's used to express with whom something was done.
Nice job, Circe. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Priya cum amicis concurrit.
Perfect. That translates to Priya ran with her friends. Question 2. Does this ablative take a preposition?
Yes, it does, even though the other ablatives do not require one.
Nice job. You are a very smart ablativer. Now on to round 8. Now on to round 8. Next up is the chivalrous Hercules. This round focuses on sit space. Ooh, very mysterious. Question 1, Hercules. What does sit space even mean?
Well, it's an acronym for the various prepositions that take an ablative case.
Wow, he really knows his stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This question doesn't have an example, so we'll move on to question 2. What prepositions make up this acronym?
Sub, in, de, propa.
Ooh, already wrong.
Oh, man.
That wasn't even the acronym, man. Moving on to Circe.
Wow. The prepositions actually are sub, in, de, sina, pro, ob, cum, and ex.
Perfect job by the wonderful Circe. Moving on to round 9. Now we're on round 9, the ablative of description. This time it is Circe. First question, how is the ablative of description used?
It is used to express the qualities by which a person is characterized.
That's correct. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Parai est vir magna virtuta.
Perfect job. That translates to, Parai is a man of great virtue. Next question. What other construction is this ablative similar to?
I think it's the genitive of description.
That's right, they are very similar. Except that construction uses the genitive case. Next round, round 10. Round 10 is the ablative of absolute. This question goes to Hercules. Question number 1, how is the ablative absolute used?
Well, it is used to express the circumstances under which the action indicated by the main verb occurs.
Perfect. Can you give me an example?
Caesar consule hostes pugnaverunt.
That's correct. That translates to, when Caesar was consul, the enemies attacked. Question number 2. What are the 4 different ways you can form an ablative absolute?
A noun plus a perfect passive participle. A noun plus a perfect active participle. A noun and an adjective, or a noun and a noun.
That is right. Great job, Hercules. On to round 11 with Circe. Next is round 11. This focuses on the ablative of degree of difference. Okay, Circe, question 1. How is the ablative of degree of difference even used?
It's used to express the degree by which one thing differs from another.
Great job. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Hera est multo pulchrior quam Venus.
Thanks, girl. You shouldn't have. Question number 2. What do multo, paulo, and aliquanto mean?
Well, multo means by much, paulo means by a little, and aliquanto means by some amount or somewhat.
That's correct, and these are always used with the ablative of degree of difference. Round 12. Round 12 is the ablative of comparison. This round we have Hercules. Question 1. How is the ablative of comparison used?
It is used to express the person or thing in respect to which another person or thing is judged.
Great job. Can you give me an example?
Minerva est pulchrior Venera ipsa.
That's right. That translates to, Minerva is more beautiful than Venus herself. Great job, Hercules. Question 2. What other way can a comparative sentence be formed?
You can use quam as a grammatical equal sign, and you don't have to use the ablative.
That's correct. We used that example in the past round, if I remember correctly. That concludes this game show. Now we will tally up the scores and get back to you in a minute. In the meantime, we'll show you what the winner of this competition wins. The winner of this trip receives an all-inclusive 4-day, 3-night trip to Pompeii and Mount Vesuvius. Whoo, that's worth 4 million drachmas. Now, let's get back to the show and see who received this fabulous gift. The winner of this competition is me, of course. I'm the queen of all the gods and goddesses. Who else would win?
No!
Whoa! Whoosh!
She turned her into a pig. No!